Hey guys, today we're going to go through a few of the Facebook ad best practices to make you and your ads stand out more in front of your customers and ultimately get more traffic on your site and more conversions. All right, so let's jump straight into it. Number one is use vertical videos. All right, so here I've got a little comparison. We've got a landscape video, a 1080 by 1350 video, and a 1080 by 1920 video. So just think about you personally. If you're scrolling through your news feed, what's got to stand out more, right? And it's let's be real, it's got to be the Google one on the far right. So it's really simple. All you have to do is if you have a creative agency you're working with, or if you make your own video, you can shoot a landscape video and then just crop it into a vertical video. It will cut some of it out, but it just allows you to use the same video on, say, YouTube where you actually want landscape, and then also use that on a mobile phone with your ads to make your ads stand out in front of your customers a whole lot more. So if I click on this Allbirds one, this is a perfect example. Vertical video just shows the product, really simple brand awareness video. All right, number two is avoid text on images. If you have to use text on your image, try a smaller font and fewer words. If we look at the ad on the far left, it doesn't look very compelling. It looks quite confusing, to be honest, and I don't know where to start. And I'm definitely not going to read that as a consumer when scrolling through my Facebook newsfeed. What you got to remember when advertising on Facebook is people aren't there to necessarily buy a product at all, right? They're there to discover, they're there to see different things that their friends are posting. They're not there to look for your brand, right? So if you're going to post this in their newsfeed, they're just going to scroll right past it. Whereas if you put this vertical photo with no text, just a man with two ladies, it's definitely going to capture the consumer's attention a whole bunch more. Very simple, but very compelling. And when I'm scrolling through my newsfeed, I'm definitely more likely to stop at this, read it with a great big capital order now, and look at the picture, express my interest a whole bunch more than this picture on the far left with a whole bunch of text, which I'm definitely not going to read and looks quite scammy. So definitely try to avoid text on images. And if you are going to do text, I would say tops 3 words, right? Nice and big, and that can be quite powerful, but definitely try to avoid text on images. Number 3 is add movement. So like the other 2 examples, when you're scrolling through your newsfeed, you want to capture the audience's attention. So things with colors, things with high kind of different verticals and stuff like that will really capture that attention, much more likely to capture that attention than just a standard photo. So if we see the ad on the far left, it's quite a boring photo, and it's definitely not going to kind of capture that attention as a consumer is scrolling through their newsfeed. I'm much more likely, and so I'm much more likely to click on the Wendy's ad. And the reason is because Instagram and Facebook actually have automatic plays. So as you're scrolling through, this ad will automatically play and watch it. Very compelling at the start. Someone's falling from the sky. It almost feels like you're falling from the sky in a little way. And much more likely to stop on this ad, look at it, and see Wendy's new bacon mozzarella burger, right? Definitely I'm not going to go buy one straight away, but it just gives you that top of mind, and it gives Wendy a much more cost efficient result than this ad on the left by Flower Power. Number 4 is design for your sound off. This is a big one. So if we watch this ad, they've got subtitles. And the reason is because when you're scrolling through your newsfeed as a consumer, you're not going to stop on a whole bunch of ads, and that's when the music or your sound actually plays. So if you're scrolling through and you see subtitles, and in those subtitles the words capture attention, you're much more likely to click on that ad, which you can then hear the ad. The other thing is people might be in a loud environment, so they're able to read the subtitles and see what your ad's actually saying. Whereas if you're not, people are much more likely to scroll past your ad without any kind of engagement because you haven't got that. People are just seeing if you see this ad and you don't look at the subtitle, you just read the mouth, you're not going to understand what they're saying. So yeah, definitely design for sound off and use subtitles, graphics, captions whenever possible. And number 5 is focus on a single image, a single focal point in your image, and also a single message within your ad, video or photo. If we look at the ad on the left, it's quite busy and not too engaging in my perspective, at least. If we look at the ad on the right, we've got a single image. We kind of feel, we aren't told what to expect, but we feel what this brand is trying to persuade and stuff like that. So we definitely want to focus on a single image. We're in a very busy world. Like I said before, Facebook isn't a platform where people are going to shop. It's a platform where people are going to discover and interact with friends. So it's very busy and it's hard to capture that attention. It's hard to get a single image across or a single message across, let alone multiple. So focus on one focal point on your image or one message, and you're much more likely to stick that message in the consumer's mind than try to feed multiple messages to your consumer where they'll ultimately just forget it 100%. So that's 5 best practices for your Facebook ads, guys. I'll link this PDF in the description below. If you have any other questions, please comment below. Thank you.